Hello, bearded outside Joe here to let you know that a few weeks from now is my 31st birthday, and filming this and gonna schedule it to upload on that day. And then from there I'm gonna try to do a daily vlog challenge, just sort of for the foreseeable future until it stops being fulfilling. Not putting a set number on how many days it's going to be. And I've done a daily vlog challenge multiple times in the past, and I think I've every single time learned something else about a certain factor that makes this at the highest level of catharsis and consistency and fulfillment. And so, yeah, looking forward to it again. Whenever I'm in the thick of it, I'm often like, oh man, why did I talk myself into this again? But I can foresee what some of those pitfalls will be. And the wonderful thing is that, standard of fulfillment changes over time, wherein I sometimes feel some shame about past daily challenges where I upload something and then it doesn't uphold the best as time goes on. Not like it's becomes egregiously offensive to me or anything like that, but it doesn't feel like something that I need out in the world for people to see. And then there's another set of shame that comes in of oh, do I remove the video then? I think that there are videos in the past that it met my standard of fulfillment to upload it, and for a time it met my standard of fulfillment to keep it on my channel. And then what meets my standard of fulfillment later on is to remove that without any shame and with a whole lot of gratitude for past Joe for being willing to speak his truth as he experienced it at the time. And not remove it, unlist it. It's mine. It's mine. After a certain point, there's things that just become mine, and there's stuff that over time I think does age very well, and that's even more exciting to see. But in all regards, I am confident that I'm going to be consistently meeting my standard of fulfillment in doing this. Yeah, I for a while wondered if I should pivot this channel into strictly talking about spirituality and consciousness and enlightenment concepts. And I did a whole challenge of that this past summer, and that was great. And no doubt that those concepts will come back in various forms across this challenge. But it was such an emotional labor to get myself to even be able to talk about that stuff. And now that I have talked about that stuff, it can just be homogenous with all other aspects of Joe's life. There's a whole lot of Joe's basic human living that I think warrants, documentation or preservation for the time being. I've wondered if I wanted to be strictly a spiritual teacher when I had a lot of spiritual experiences. But I think that's maybe some of the disconnect that people have with spiritual teachers, is that whether they want to or not, give this air of somebody that's beyond being human. Somebody that's bigger than human somehow. And it's just because we only hear their life from the expanded consciousness perspective. And it'd be really interesting to ask that person, hey, what's your favorite thing to watch on streaming when you're bored? I think a lot of us just think that the enlightened person is beyond any of that stuff. They just sit there and soak in the juice of the universe for the rest of their days. Yeah, I have boundless concepts that are constantly bouncing through my head, and I think it's the most accurate reflection of me to show that here. I have way too many interests. Way too many interests. But I also have exactly the right amount of interest. Who am I kidding? I wouldn't give up any of my interests that I have for the world. All right, keeping these all strictly in the 5 to 6 minute mark. day one. See you tomorrow.